happen for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Modify Your Life podcast, where I am your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified. And here in Modify Your Life, we talk about modifying your life mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, and spiritually. And we got Modified Frankie. What's up, co-hostess with mostest? Mrs. She's tracking it and not snacking it, actually. Let's go ahead and shout her out. How much weight have you lost so far? Like 0.2 pounds?
Ooh, in the last 2 weeks, I went from 87 to 82.
287 to 282. Let's go, big dog.
187 to 180.
Oh, my bad. 187 to 180. Okay, but that's my bad.
So you do the math because,
Yeah,
math
I'm proud of you. And what? So before we get into the topic, which I don't know, everyone knows the title before I know the title. What have you done differently? What have you done that's allowed you to lose your weight? What is a magic trick that you've done to drop this 7 or 8 pounds that you've been just struggling to drop it? What have you? Please give us the magic tea. Give us the magic pill, the potion.
I feel like I don't want to.
Please give us the 12-week program that you were on that allow you to lose all this weight and eat what you want and just take a pill. What was it? Was it Zempic?
Yeah.
What was it?
I'm just kidding. It was following my coach's advice and all their directions. But I will say there was some trial and error, and we redid our macros, and that seems to be a big part of it. But also because my macros were changed, I was more in tune with like making sure I got crossed every T, dotted every I.
Not perfectly, right? But just track your food?
And I put myself...
I was waiting for you to say track the food. You just...
Well, no, yes. But for me, this last week, I didn't have to track other than one day because all of my meals were consistently the same and there was no extra snack. We didn't go out to eat. So, like, everything was exactly the same.
We went out to eat. We got sushi.
That was the day before I started.
Oh.
And then also... what I liked is that you didn't put me on a meal plan. You gave me all of my macros and you said, make that work.
Wow. Clients out there listening? Wow.
And I had a tanker.
Wow. So you just followed the plan.
And I made shrimp and grits fit in my meal plan.
Yeah. And guess what? It worked.
It has been.
And at a safe.
And I also
90%.
haven't trained in 2 weeks.
And you haven't been to the gym at all.
No.
And you lost weight?
Yeah.
Man. You know what?
What?
You know what I did? I slipped a magic pill in your drink. That's why you're losing the weight. Anyone
Was it
will
that
contact
magic
me for
salt thing
yeah,
from
the
back in
magic
the day?
salt. Yeah, remember that stuff?
Yeah.
So that you put this on anything and you can eat whatever you want. And the same thing over here. Well, I don't get any type of love for following a plan, but I followed my plan. If any of you out there care, all right, I followed a plan, and I went from 290 down to 275. I was bulking, so 85 was supposed to be the number I was sticking at. But your boy went up to 290 after Zion. And now I'm 270. I'm 275 post poo, and I'm 274.1 pre poo, or no, post poo, pre poo 75, post poo. You know what I mean? That's you guys said that scale numbers a scale wins a win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's just simpler thing, and the reason why I want to emphasize this is just following the plan and staying consistent. You did add 90%. I seen you grab a couple extra chips. I seen you do a couple little things that weren't in the plan.
First of all, they were not chips; they were pork rinds, and they have fats and protein only.
Regardless, you didn't follow the plan at 100%.
Okay.
90% is all we need.
And
right?
I've been wanting cake.
Staying consistent. We will. We have a birthday. We have a wedding to go to this weekend. Yeah. We're gonna have cake, right? And then we're gonna, okay, you want cake? We got it 7 days. You get cake. Just stay on it. You haven't been working out every single day. You have PCOS. Right? And oh my gosh.
And I'm eating dairy. Wow. I'm eating carbs.
And now I'm training you.
Yeah.
Now
we're going to start training with
If we don't shoot a podcast for a long time, just know we broke up because she probably punched me. Because last time I tried to train her, she just doesn't listen. You don't respect me. When it comes into training, not in general.
It's not that. I do respect you, but you don't like that I have questions.
You ask too many questions.
You let me ask them.
No, I don't have time for that.
Because I need to learn. Because once you answer that question, I'm never going to ask it again.
No, just don't ask it. Just, just do it.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
A, B, and C. Just do it. A, B, C. That's it. Don't ask me for D, F, Y, Z, L, M, N, O, P.
No, because I need to know certain things. Like, hey, am I supposed to feel it here rather than here? And then there's sometimes that you're like, no, you're supposed to feel it here. So make sure you like bring your arm back. Like, I have questions.
You're telling me where you feel it and don't feel it. That's not a question. That's you saying, hey, I feel it here. Am I supposed to? But you like to go and ask questions like, well, why would I do this if I should be? I'm like, what? Why? Don't ask me. I look like this. You look like that. Remember that.
Beautiful.
Remember that. I got abs. You got.
I got abs in there.
You got abs too. I was gonna say something else, but I ain't trying to get in trouble. So
Ass?
Yeah, sure. That's what I ordered.
Okay.
Yeah, but the main thing is like, yeah, no, it's gonna be fun to train you. Well, I think now training you is gonna be you're in a whole different headspace, and sometimes we have to like.
Well, when I would go, I was reluctant, and I only did it because I felt like I had to, because that was part of the plan, but it wasn't something that I really wanted to do.
It
was
part of your plan, to make you
like proud of me, but it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here.
Welcome to the club. Sometimes I don't want to be here either, but at the end of the day, we just gotta suck it up, Buttercup. Right?
Yep.
You put that on the fridge. I don't know where you brought that from. Well, I know I say it a lot, but I got that from what's her name? I can't remember her name. She's like, what'd she say? What did she say? No, she didn't say suck it up, Buttercup. She said life's hard, wear a helmet. But I don't know. I don't know where I got to suck it up, Buttercup. Same thing. But anyways, what are we getting today? What are we talking about? Anything you need to go over? What's going on social media nowadays?
Actually, I do want to go over something about social media. So I scroll for a living for the most part.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And cook here and there.
I was really wondering what the job title was.
So I've been seeing a lot of cool things, but also I wanted to talk about it because I see a lot of negative comments in these posts. So I'm seeing a trend a lot of bigger bodies either doing a collection of Stanley cups to get their water in with all the sugar-free syrups, or the running girls buying the vests and the Hokas and fast food hacks for, better macros, blah, blah, blah. And then, or, just the accessories, right, of the gym. Like the girl would be like, oh, I went to buy this and my Stanley fits here and blah, blah, blah. And then a lot of people are like, oh, well, you shouldn't even be fat. Or instead of worrying about this, you should just get on the shot or whatever. And I'm thinking like, well, these people, like, even if it's for aesthetics in the beginning,
who cares? Right? You're worried about aesthetics to get in the gym.
Right.
If you got to go buy yourself a pair of freaking new Nike shoes just to go walk on the treadmill, then it's better to go buy yourself.
If looking cute is going to give you that motivation in that moment to get out of your house, fucking do it.
Well, once you were motivated to go to the gym. Like I just made a post saying like, yo, shout out to everyone for making jogging and running and hiking a
cool thing now.
What's it called? What is it called? Yeah, like a cool thing. What is it, like, not viral, making it a trend?
Yeah.
Right? Because for so many years, trends were freaking these dances, trends were these mukbangs, trends were these 400, 500, 600 pound male and females showing what they eat in a day. Mm-hmm. So hell yeah, if you need to go buy yourself some freaking, a running vest to jog a half a mile you've never done it, go buy the vest. We invest so much money into shit that makes us depressed and stressed and overweight and miserable. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with going to invest in something like that. And there are people that, guess what? People are going to comment no matter what. Mm-hmm. People called me fat my whole life and they still call me fat. People told me to lose weight. I lost weight. Now they make fun of my skin. Like it's a double-edged sword when it comes to someone being negative. It's a double-edged sword when it comes to someone that's not happy with themselves.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I generally am just a bitter person, I'm like, oh, well, you lost weight the wrong way. Oh, well, those shoes are ugly. Oh, I wouldn't pay. Look at I
wouldn't
people
run
like
if I didn't have the
people.
newest
No,
Hokas.
people think about my glasses. They're like, oh man, I would never buy those glasses. Bitch, you can't afford these glasses.
Oh,
like who cares? Like who
that's
cares?
Another combo.
It doesn't matter. Like if that's what you choose to do and that's what you're investing yourself into your health. Mm-hmm. Get out there and run. Get out there and enjoy it. I don't care if you're walking, walk.
To me, it's very inspiring to see that we're like moving away from like the mukbang era.
I love it. Well, because people are fed up.
From fat ass trays.
People are fed up.
Yeah.
People are realizing that these overweight people are lying. Because they're there. Mm-hmm. They've been following these people for 2-3 years and they go through their whole breathing, sleep apnea crap. And then they got this diabetes now. And then that person that's been following that influencer now gained 60, 70, 80 pounds, 100 pounds over the last 2 years. And they're realizing it's not comfortable.
Right.
Like people are somewhat starting to wake up and realizing that this obese lifestyle that they're living is not the proper way to live.
It's a small world.
It may be great for someone that has 1 million followers of people lying to him every single day. But you're not a person with 1 million followers. You're someone with kids. You're someone with nieces and nephews. You're someone that has a job. You're someone you don't get paid to be fat. So your expectations that are not going to be the same as a person that's doing on social media lying to you and then making a profit off of it, which is insane.
Yeah.
Like these people that are overweight are making a profit off of you staying overweight because they're pushing these plus size clothes to you that stretch and allow you to gain 3 pounds or gain two sizes and still keep the same pants. So they're like, hey, go buy these that are size they're 24 and then go up to size 30. So you don't have to lose weight. You can keep the same pants. You just get bigger.
If you do like, as you did that as an example, like if you do buy said pants, right, that you could just stretch into, you're not going to gradually see how you're getting bigger because your clothes still fits.
Well, it's
not like those jeans that don't stretch. That it's like if you had a bad weekend, girl, they're gonna be a little snug.
You have those pants where you gotta pop the belly button off when you sit down.
Humble you.
Yeah, you gotta unzip. I had a couple pair of those pants where I refused to get rid of them before go to the next size. Where when I sat down for cream barbecue, I had unbuttoned the pant. My gut was so big and hanging over, you can never tell if my pants were unbuttoned or not.
Yeah.
Right. So I just unbuttoned them, unzipped them, went to cream barbecue, baby, and. Baton appetit. Baton. I can never say that.
Bon appetit.
Baton. Bon appetit. I can't say it.
Dang.
I can't say it. That's
Bon
bad.
appetit.
Bon appetit. Bon appetita.
Well, anyways, I think it's.
God damn it! I ate 10,000
lot.
calories worth of it. I shut that place down. Okay.
Dang.
But it's just this. People are getting. I think people are getting fed up, and
I like it.
I love it. I love it because it's for the longest time. It's people just I feel for the longest time, we're not done and we're not at the peak of it being great, but it's at least it's a start. I feel for the longest time that so many people started falling in love with people that have also given up on themselves.
Yep.
So it's better for me to watch this guy with our girl for fat acceptance than watch someone like that's lost the weight and saying like, hey, like it's possible. Because I don't want to hear that because I'm not ready to do the work. And I feel like people are waking up, and I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that I changed my life around. And I'm happy that we get to, have a podcast that gets you guys all to do the same thing. And maybe it's not today, but it's going to be one of these podcasts. It's going to be one of these days that it's going to click and you're like, they're right. I'm not happy. And when you realize you're not happy, that's when things start to change. When you realize you're not happy, when you get rid of all the Band-Aids and you get down to like the actual scarring.
Yeah.
Is like, oh crap.
And the excuses seem to like go away when you hit that mental like milestone of like, oh wait, I do have time to go. Like, oh, why didn't I go sooner?
Yep.
And you're like, oh.
Oh, because I
didn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that thing where it's like we say we're busy, right? Say we have the gym at 3. All right. We're home at 2 and we're like, okay, I'm gonna leave at 3 to go to the gym. Well, 2:15 we start scrolling. 2:30 we're still scrolling. Right, but we're supposed to be getting our gym bag ready. Right, 2:45 kicks around, we start getting our gym bag ready. Right, but then we got to go to the restroom. Right, so now 3 comes. Right, now we're using the restroom. We still don't have our bag completely finished. Now we're getting up the bag. Now we got to take a pre-workout. Right, so now it's 3:15. Oh shoot, I have to be out of the gym by 4:15. I can't go today. You weren't busy. You just procrastinated it and made yourself feel busy.
busy to not go.
Yeah, and that's what we do. You might as well say, I don't want. Yeah, you could have just saved that stress of just like, I don't want to go to the gym.
Instead of giving yourself all the excuses because no one's asking for them.
Everyone's
busy.
Giving
your own self like, oh, can't do this because of this, and you're like talking yourself out of it the whole time instead of just being honest and being like, I don't want it today.
Everyone's busy, but you want to become efficient, right? Everyone's busy. Become efficient. So, how do I feel about the people that are leaving negative comments? They're the people that aren't willing to invest in themselves and to go for a walk. They're the people that would rather go watch someone eat themselves to death than watch someone fix the problem where they're at now. And if you're overweight, you're already overweight. What do people expect you to do? Go run a mile and lose 10 pounds? Like, it makes no sense. Like, okay, you're there. You're 400, you're 300, you're 400, you're 500, you're 600, you're 700. It's not going to change overnight. You have to take that first initial walk. And if that first initial walk is with $300, $600 pair of freaking shoes and headphones, and that's what you could do, and that's what's going to keep you motivated to get out there, then go get it because you've spent $600 on Uber Eats. You spent that $300 on alcohol and food and chips and dip. So it is what it is. Who cares about it? Who cares? Who cares? Because when you see a comment like that from someone like myself or someone that's put in the work, then there's a problem. but I guarantee not one of those people that are hating under that comment section have put in the work.
Yeah, because some of the comments I'll see is like, I would never spend $40, $50 on a water bottle when I could just buy a water bottle for $1. Well, okay, then don't do that. Maybe,
It's your or
it's
maybe
not
you
your
can't
money.
afford
Like,
it
why are you mad that someone else is spending money?
because they can't afford it.
Or why would you buy those Hokas or those Nike? They're like $200-$300 when my Adidas work just as great. Okay,
No,
then
they
wear
don't.
that.
No, they don't. Not the Adidas you're talking about because my Hokas are comfy.
Same, but it's just like, okay, well, if that's not your thing, that's cool. But like, why are you trying to discourage someone? And hopefully those comments don't really weigh on the people that are posting it.
Hopefully they
But
don't.
to me, it's like super inspiring too. Like I seen, like seeing bigger bodies doing things more
You know
so
how
than seeing
hard
someone small
Do
doing
you know
something.
how hard it? Well, we shouldn't say that because it's hard for everyone. We just relate more with the heavier
For
person.
sure.
But what it is that you know how hard it is for a 3, 4. Well, I'm just talking about being the weight size actually because I just said not to do something. I'm doing it. But you know how hard it is for a 3, 4, 500-pound person to go for a walk or a jog. You know how, especially a jog, your fat goes up when you go up and it slams down. The gravity slaps that thing down. I'm even when you might lose skin, I'm over here, titties are clicking and clacking. You know the whole 5K. You know what I mean? Then you're also embarrassed because of other people here slapping. Then you got to pull the shirt down, and then like there's so much mental stuff you're fighting on top of so much pressure on your joints and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, you're out there doing it. Like that stuff's so inspiring. So don't let someone that is absolutely miserable in life, right? This is like the picture I want to paint you. If a homeless person came up to you right now and said, "You're living life wrong and you're broke," are you gonna take them serious? No. You're like, you're homeless. You've lived long. Like, okay, bye later, Steve. Right? You're not gonna take it serious. So don't take it serious from people that are just miserable. Right? That's why I feel that people should have a podcast that haven't freaking healed yet. Yeah. Right. That's why I believe. That's why certain people shouldn't be freaking these fake. Well, that's why they're fake ass gurus, honestly. True. Right. So get out there, and if you got to go buy yourself some shoes, but use it though. Yeah. Right. But definitely don't let it just be a fad and just use it one time.
Use it as your initial.
Yeah. Use it like as you don't use it as your why, but use it as like your kickstart.
And be like, right? Dang, I already invested in this, so I better get use out of it. How we did with our hiking stuff.
Oh, I love it. I'm pissed. We don't have a truck right now. Oh, well, we would have went hiking today, but that's probably good. I took a break. I got to sleep in today.
You've never woken up this late.
I've never woken up at 10:55. I woke up and I thought the day was over. I've still got all my tasks done, but still I got to sleep in. My body was tired, so been doing it's good. But get out there and win. Yeah. Get out there. Who cares? I don't care if your dad judges you. I don't care if your mom judges you. I don't care if your uncle who's also overweight tells you that's the wrong way to lose weight.
Don't even know.
Who cares? People are fucking bitter right now. There's so many people doing the wrong thing that if someone gave them the answer on how to live life correctly, they wouldn't even understand it. They couldn't even comprehend it right now. Like you get out there and you make the best you. And if you messed up, oh well. You messed up. You're here now. But guess what? You're fixing it because there's someone that today, as you're listening to this podcast, that didn't wake up because they chose not to fix their life around. Yep. Right? And you're here today.
And also too, one thing like with the whole active lifestyle thing, don't be discouraged to do the active things because you can't keep up the pace with someone else. Like for example, like when we've gone hiking, I've told everyone, hey, you don't have to wait for me. I don't want to slow anyone down. You like the people we go together, we stay together, but I'm just like, hey, like I'm gonna go at my pace and I'm not gonna worry about running out of breath, trying to catch up and like not take in the beauty of nature. And that's also a video that I seen that I thought was like really cool. There's this girl, I think visually she looked about 300 pounds. And she was posting about her on a hike and she was like, hey, I'm a slow hiker. She's like, but I still get out of my house because like if I don't leave this house, I'm never gonna see beauty. Yeah. Yeah, well, and she's like, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to the top of that mountain. I'm getting there regardless.
I'd say you got there. I mean, who cares if the sun's up or the sun's going down?
And
like
she
you
was
got
dressed
there.
So cute too.
That's sick. And I love. And now that's the side of social media I like. I feel like Instagram testing. I'm
seeing that more now.
But talking about staying in your own lane, right? So when I first started mountain bike riding, I was well in the high 3s. COVID just had happened. I got my first mountain bike. I haven't rode a bike since I was a kid. And all my friends were so excited for me to go on this mountain bike ride with them, but they also didn't realize that I still was almost 400 pounds, 300 and like high 300s. We'll say like 370 something. And I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make the the Fullerton loop. I couldn't make it. Like I tried, and I got to remember too, is that the 3-4 miles I rode, I had to ride back. It wasn't like a car was going to pick me up. Now, luckily my chain broke and I'd have to ride back, but I was struggling.
And the incline's pretty high.
But guess what? I was with the right people. It made, the incline was not high for the loop, honestly. I'm not going to go ahead and give it. For that version of myself, yeah. But now looking back at it now, I'm like, oh my gosh.
To me, it was a lot.
For me, it was hard, right? But it's understanding that this is like, you'll get there. Like, it's okay to suck. It's okay to be out of shape because that's why you're doing this, because you let yourself go. So it's okay to suck. Don't expect to keep up. Just because you buy freaking boxing gloves from Big Five doesn't mean you're going to fight De La Hoya.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to put in the work. You got to get the practice. You got to drop the weight. You got to bring up the heart health. It's okay. It's okay to suck. It's okay to suck. It's just not okay to be a loser. It's okay to suck. If you suck at something, that means you're trying something. Right? That's how I look at it. And we look back. Yeah. And if we look back our podcast in a couple years, I'm like, God damn, we sucked. But guess what? We're probably going to be a lot better than we are today of speaking or whatever it is. We're going to get better because we're getting the seat time and we're putting in the work for it. We're studying behind the scenes. So it's okay to suck. It is not okay to be a loser. And losers don't start. And losers quit. Right? So it's okay to suck. But I like where social media going. So shout out to everyone's making this stuff a trend. Shout out to all my guys and girls out there that are overweight and changing their life around and realize that we're being lied to and paint this false picture of obesity is fine. Obesity is fine, but it's not healthy. Yeah. Right? If you're obese, it's fine. You still deserve love. You're a human being, but it's not healthy. And at the end of the day, we only average like 65 years here, 70 years here, and then it just decreases like crazy the more overweight we are. Right? So keep running and keep letting the haters hate. Go buy yourself those. I'm looking at those new Nike shoes. They're like $300.
Is it the 2-point something?
I think so. They have like the thing in there. Yeah,
I saw a girl bought them. I think she got them in like neon pink.
See, you girls have way cool. You girls have way cooler color waves than us. And
I get away with I'm like the largest big kid size, so I spend way less money on getting the cool shoes.
Yeah, thank you for that. But yeah, so I agree with it. I love this fad. I keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. If you are someone,
I'm also really proud of the people that are posting that stuff. Because I mean, it's not, like I'm sure they're probably in the beginning thinking like, dang, like, do I want to get all the comments?
No,
no one does. Kind of like how you did, like your first video.
Damn, right now. Actually, no, this last post it's like 3.2 million and I've only seen like 2 dumb comments and I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Because you're, and I felt like I was being negative towards it. Like, oh my gosh, here come the comments. But it's just what I was used to. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm looking for the negative comments. But I know they come and like I only see like 2 that I've seen is like 2. I'm like, oh wow. And it's me like full shirtless, skin, everything, no shorts above my belly type stuff. Yeah. But it's I think it's really just a sign that people are getting inspired by I hate using this word, by the right influencers. Now we just gotta get rid of the people that are saying that everything's bad and they just go from 0 to 100 of like, grow your own trees and freaking only breathe in the air that you create. Like, oh my gosh, man.
And that would be nice, but it's not the reality we live in.
It's not even their reality. Some of these people I know, like, look at Kelly Muscle just called me out. Talking about like, oh, he tells people to eat smaller. But yeah, no shit. When they're fucking eating 4, 5, 6, 7,000 calorie plates on Thanksgiving, yes, I'm gonna have them go for a smaller portion. This guy forgot that he fucking slammed gear for 15 years. Like, these people are just like, they're throwing rocks from glass houses. Yeah. And it's like, but now that they've found the come to Jesus moment, they're like, oh, well, you're bad and you're going to die. No, you had heart attacks because you took enough gear to fucking take out a third world country. Dang. But like, these people are goofballs. But at the end of the day, I just want to rant.
I like that rant, but I didn't know it was, I saw the video, but I was just like thinking like, well, okay, I could see your perspective. But the thing is, like, the people you speak to aren't people like him. It's people that are struggling to not eat the second and third plate. This guy, not what's non-GMO, organic.
He doesn't even do that. He only doesn't eat fruits and say that that's what you have to do. He sells watermelon diets. That's the type of person.
Well, what I'm saying is like,
who the fuck sells watermelon diets?
You don't speak to those people. You speak to a different demographic.
Yeah, I speak to people that are realistic. I speak to people that are not freaking making a profit off of other people's ignorance. That's who I speak to. I speak to people who want to make a lifestyle change. Right? Not like, oh, well, go hop on gear for a year and then start eating watermelon. Like, look I got all this naturally because I've been off of gear for 6 months. But I was on it for 60 years of my life. But look you could build this naturally after eating watermelons. Like, shut the fuck up. You're a dumbass.
Well, eat your watermelon and be happy.
I like watermelon like the next guy does, but I ain't fucking eating that every day. And he looks like shit, honestly. His filter
I haven't
he
looked
uses.
at his stuff.
It looks like shit. Honestly, he's a goofy. But I still follow him. He follows me. What's up, Kelly Muscle? Let me know if you want to be on the podcast. I'd love to have a conversation. Yeah, I'd love to have a conversation about your watermelon and fucking testosterone you blast.
Oh, dang.
It'd be fun. Anyways.
Well, that turned left.
It just bothers me because, you know what I mean? Because like I have my clients follow him. You know what I mean? And when I reposted that, a lot of my clients were like, I followed him, but he's starting to get crazy, you know? And it's annoying because that's someone that's looked up to in the community, right? So people are going to follow someone like that. And I didn't take it no way because just tag me next time, big dog. Like be the man, big dog. Like, you're the man. He did prison time. Tag this little influencer, this horrible diet having influencer, you know, they got my fucking muscles naturally. Like, tag me, show me some love, man. He has my number too. You could have texted me. Did
he ever like have like a weight loss journey, or he was like just?
No, these guys been slamming gear. He had a heart attack because he took too much fucking too many steroids. And he ate like crap. This guy would walk into the gym with a freaking tub of pre-workout and pour Monster in it, and he wonders why his heart's giving out. You know what I mean? It just, you know, so like that's what it's annoying. It's not that he called me out, because he didn't call me out, because the real man would tag me. Like, I tagged him on the stories when I posted it, but what it is like people will follow him and listen to him that you have to eat watermelon and this is this and don't stay away from this and this is why I had a heart attack and this is why I had a heart attack. No, you had a heart attack is because you used drugs to enhance your physique. And now you're paying the consequence of your years of abuse to your body, just like all of us are paying the consequence of the years of abuse of our body becoming obese.
Sounds like we need extreme accountability and ownership, right?
No, but he won't. He doesn't have it. He just wants to, you know, charge people $25. I should have paid $25 for him to repost that video, and then he would attack me. Oh my God. It's only $25 for promote. That's when you know someone's freaking struggling financially. Oh, $25 freaking Instagram post. What? Anyways,
actually, I don't even read those because we get emails of like, how much do you charge for a promo? I'm like,
nothing.
I don't even tell you because you're not gonna.
You want to know how to get promo on my Instagram?
Do work.
Put in mad work. Put in the work. Post something that inspires me. And you could be 600 pounds and post something that inspires me, and I'm gonna repost it for free. You know how to get followed by Heavy to Modified? Do something badass. Be cool stuff. I follow all my clients because I want to follow people that are winning, that are focusing on winning, becoming better. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anyways, Kelly Muscle, when anyone shares this with you, if anyone does, you know, make sure you hit me up. You got my number. Hop on my podcast. I'd love to have a conversation about, you know, how I should be eating, how I got this horrible body from eating. I don't even know. He put like McDonald's. I never even posted McDonald's. I don't even like McDonald's. And now if Taco Bell,
I think he posted like a demonstration video.
No, I know what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about. I'm talking about the Thanksgiving video.
Oh.
Yeah, he's talking about Thanksgiving video where I posted about like, hey, like this meal, this is 2,600 calories. This is 3,600 calories. This is how you could. He's talking about that, you know.
Oh, you're just giving options.
As that time he's on a pineapple diet.
But you know what's crazy?
He was on a pineapple diet. He was eating nothing but pineapple.
Well, I want to kind of switch it up a little bit.
No, I know I'm not done with this. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. No, I'm good.
Well, I mean, I've never followed the guy or seen his stuff other than what you reposted, but it feels like it was like him going from one extreme to the other of like the unhealthy fit stuff to now like all.
He's still unhealthy. He's mentally unhealthy.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like he promoted this and then the polar opposite. And I've actually seen that recently. There's this influencer. She used to be 300 pounds and then she got weight loss surgery. She didn't promote it because her content wasn't about her weight. And then now she lost a lot of weight. Now she's considered quote unquote skinny. And now she's going on a rant.
About what?
That now she has a voice because when she was big, she was code switching because she had to be the quiet big girl that couldn't be confrontational because then she would be considered problematic. But then now she's like completely off the rocker.
She was overweight, so she wanted everyone to like her. And then now she's lost weight. Now she feels she has a voice. And now she just,
But now she said that she has, now she's saying that she has a personal vendetta against everyone because now you have to hear her.
No, yeah.
But then it's becoming problematic because she's picking fights with people that didn't even have anything to do with what her mental situation is.
She was always a bad person. and they just think that weight loss is not going to make you a better person. Just like if you're a horrible person when you're broke, you're going to be a horrible person when you have the money, right? Like money doesn't change people. People are just already that way. They just couldn't act that way because they were broke, right? So now when you really do a weight loss journey and you focus on not just your physical, but you also focus on your mental, now that's when the whole life change happens, right? Because I could have still lost weight and then been an asshole like the old Anthony Lopez was, because I was still mad and bitter at other things. But there's a lot of things I've had to let go of my weight loss journey in order for me to accept my new self. You know, so she has accepted her new self. So she, you know, it's one of those things where you are a quiet fat person majority of your life, right? Let's be honest.
Or overly aggressive.
Well, I'm talking about quiet as in like you did anything for other people to like you for a lot of our life.
You made yourself as small as possible, even though you were big.
Yeah. And so then when you have a voice, you start, you know, kissing girls and kissing guys and you actually start getting some attention. You don't know how to act, right? And if you haven't really soul searched and you haven't really accepted life for what it was and your flaws and what you can fix and what you can't fix, then you're going to run into like that old junior high school version of yourself until you grow up and mature or until you run everyone away from you. I've seen it. We've had friends who've had lost weight. They've done it. We've seen it from clients. I've seen, you know, I've had clients in my program that lost, you know, 30 pounds. And then, you know, all of a sudden became like, I don't need you anymore. Like, honestly, I got this. And next thing I know, I see them, you know, and I don't want to see it happen. But the next time I see them, they put on 10, 15, 20 pounds. You know what I mean? Because they put a little bit of work and they expected a lifetime result, you know, and you have to break those old ties with yourself. You have to really don't forget about your struggles, but you have to accept them.
Yeah.
Right. And weight loss is not going to help you accept your struggles. It's going to help you physically, but weight loss ain't going to help you mentally. If you're not doing this in I guess there's no right reason to lose weight, but if your head place is not the right spot of losing weight, then you're still going to be 50 pounds and bitter.
Yeah. You can't expect for the weight to fix every single one of your problems. It's going to help a lot of them, but it's not going to fix everything. No,
I couldn't be a weight loss coach when I lost 150, 200 pounds. There's still things I had to do. I started at the perfect time. Like there's a lot of things that I've had to let go, and there's a lot of built up aggression and frustration I've had towards people and myself in situations that I've had to work through in order to be a coach, right? And in order to, that's why I always tell you, like when I'm having an off day, it's like very difficult to talk to my clients because I feel like a person that's not fixed should not try to heal. Right. So it's just, you know, that she's in the middle of her healing state, hopefully healing.
She says she's in her villain era right now.
People are so whack with that. I mean, you know what feels so good?
And she just got her boobs done too.
Oh man. See, you feeling good, feeling confident, right? When I get my boobs done, I'm confident too. But guess what? I'm going to be confident, the same confident I have now.
You're going to be perked up.
You know, like the whole villain, I've been seeing that. Like you live long enough to become a villain. Like why do you want to live long enough to become mad?
Let's just be happy.
Be happy. Like life is too short. Like enjoy it. Enjoy every step of the process. Enjoy. No, I'm not saying every single thing's easy and like, oh my gosh, my mom passed away. Let's rejoice. No, I'm saying like enjoy the little things. Enjoy the 5-pound weight loss. Enjoy the 2-pound. Enjoy the hike. Enjoy the throwing the baseball around with your kids. Like enjoy the things that you just don't enjoy anymore. All right. Stop enjoying likes and shares. Yeah. Speaking about, if we're bringing value, don't forget to like and share this. You know what I mean? But no, we forget, and I fall into that too. You know, I call myself out on social media. The other day, I was losing followers, likes are going down. I was on this, on that. I mean, just acting like a real shitfluencer, you know?
Yeah.
But I kept showing up though. Yeah. I kept showing up. I kept posting. I kept remembering it's not about talking to hundreds of people. It's about talking to that one person. I kept doing it, even though I was being a crybaby on the inside. And guess what? Now I just have like a crazy viral video. And I brought value to more than one person. So that's a good feeling. And just because I kept showing up, I kept enjoying it, even though I was lying to myself, right? I was lying to myself, but I was trying to enjoy the little things that I could.
Yeah. And that kind of reminds me of that quote that we have on the fridge. What are you really doing it for? Yeah.
You wrote that down too. I mean, and you know, and something that I had to tell myself, like, did I post on social media to help people learn from my mistakes, or did I post on social media to get recognition from other people? Because I remember posting.
That's a real combo.
No, yeah. Well, I remember posting on social media so other people would not make the same mistakes I did, because the life that I was living was miserable. I was very shocked to become depressed. I'm not here pitching a whole life that I grew up and like a single mom, which I did, but it wasn't like the sad story of me having a single mom. Like my family loved the shit out of me. My grandparents treated me great, my uncles, and I have no bad stories with my family. I was raised to do and to be who Anthony Lopez wanted to be. Like I don't have a freaking from the mud, other than the mud I built for myself, those like childhood, right? So for me to become depressed and living a life that a lot of people would be, you know, would love to trade places for, and for me to throw it away like I did, that was a very big eye opener. Like I allowed myself to become depressed. And everyone says this, but you know, I feel like only people say it that mean it, because you ask someone if they, you know, about their relationship with their mom or dad or your family, they're like, oh, I can't stand them. I love my whole family. Like they owe every single uncle. Like some people will call their family like, oh, my mom's brother. That's my uncle. Oh, my mom's sister. That's my aunt. Like that is like, you know what I mean? Like that's
actual bonds
with my family. And for me to become depressed with someone that was raised with this high confidence, I really messed myself up. And like I said, that's the only mud I've now that's when I started coming from the mud.
Yeah.
But the whole entire time it was me putting the water inside the dirt to make the bud. You know, so for me to become depressed just goes to show how unhappy we are being overweight.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I took it to an extreme, but overweight is overweight. There's people that have gained 30 pounds over COVID that never been 10 pounds overweight are just like miserable right now.
And didn't get it off.
And they gained another 10 pounds because they're miserable and they can't get themselves out of this hole. You know, so for me to become depressed is like, that's why I posted on social media, is because I want people to learn from my mistakes. And when I go get skin removal surgery, save yourself almost $100,000 by just correcting yourself now. And if you are where I was, or if you are where, you know, if you are going to have loose skin, it's okay. At least you're healthy. You're going to be here for another 50, 60, 70 years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And, you know, that's why I posted. And I lost focus on that. And I had to reel it in. I had to get my shit together. Again, after going through this little minor depression with his shoulder, like this last 2 months, life has been, you know what's crazy too?
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Micah, because I was talking about an incident that just happened, and I just kind of putting the puzzles together. And I was like, yeah, you know, I've been like doing what I got to do. I've been going to church for almost 2 months now. And he's like, bro, you're starting to walk the right path. Devil's out there trying to pull you back. He's knocking. I was like, damn, I didn't think about that, because all this stuff happened right when I started going to church.
You're right.
Right. And like that was like, you know, and it is what it is. Though,
yeah,
you know,
there's been a lot of moving parts.
There's been a lot of moving parts in my life right now, but I'm overcoming them because that's all I know. Right. That's all I know is to overcome this stuff. Right. And that's all you should know. It's not easy. I just had an amazing conversation with someone today. This stuff is hard. Some of you guys are in debt right now. Right. Some of you guys have baby mama drama. Some of you guys have baby daddy drama. Some of you guys have dads who don't want to be in the picture. Some of you guys have moms that don't want to be in the picture. Some of you guys were touched as a kid. Some of you guys have a lot of old trauma to let go. Like, I get it. Like, life is difficult. Life is freaking hard. And sometimes you think, like, why me? Like, what did I do wrong in my past life to, like, earn this? But at the end of the day, you could be sitting right next to the person saying the same thing, or maybe even going through something worse. You know what I mean? Life is difficult. And maybe for the people that have, like, rich moms and dads and, like, millionaire, billionaire type stuff, like, maybe they live a life that, you know, that we don't understand. But guess what? We don't understand it because we don't live it. Right? So
it's not our issue.
Yeah, we just have to overcome this.
Yeah.
Like, we have to overcome this stuff. Like, listen, you know, to Pedo Talk and James. It was, like, a really big eye-opener. And it's so crazy that I feel like I needed those two conversations before I handled this last thing I went through. Because now I'm like, okay, well, I wake up and my legs work.
Yeah.
I wake up and my arms work. I wake up and I'm not paralyzed.
So let's get these
So
steps in.
let's get these steps in. Like, let's move, you know what I mean? So I get it. You're going through some stuff and you have some demons you got to let go, and it's not easy. But at the end of the day, when you start letting that stuff go and stop letting that have full control over your future life is when you actually start healing and living. I promise you that.
And it's completely worth it, even though it's really hard to get out of that funk.
It's hard. You know what else is hard? Being depressed.
Chunky.
No, I'm not going to get onto the weight thing. You know, being depressed is hard. Me waking up and looking at the girl that I love and not even caring if you broke up with me or not was hard. Like, that's insane.
That's crazy.
To not be able to be happy because of all my choices, you know, was hard.
So
like,
nothing would have gave you happiness,
no,
right?
Nothing made me happy. But you know what I mean? The only little bit of joy that I got during those times was, you know, being around Arlo. Because kids are just kids. You know, you look at a kid, they
And he's
just
so
they
cute.
know nothing but happiness until we ruin them.
And cuddles.
You know, and hugging, yeah, you know what I mean? But other than that, like that's like the little bit of joy that I did get. But I'm talking about like out of 100% of joy, what I get looking at them now, I got like 0.1. You know what I mean? And it was very short lived, you know? So it's difficult to go through life, and it's difficult to feel sometimes that, you know, we got a shitty hand, right? But at the end of the day, that's your hand. It's not.
Let's make the best
let's
of
make
it.
make the best of it, right? Understand that what you want to achieve is not meant to be easy, right? But at the end of the day, when you achieve it, you're gonna feel like you're unstoppable. Like you know what I mean? How good did you feel when you crossed that 5K line? You started
Amazing.
crying. When's the last time think about this? Like, when's the last time, you know, listening to this podcast right now, listen. When's the last time you've done something that made you feel so proud of yourself you started crying? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
But I still want to answer.
I know when you did the 5K. I filmed it. You know what I mean? But like, when's the last time you did something that made you feel so good?
And it was just for you.
Yeah, it wasn't for anyone else. You know what I mean? And you could get that feeling every single day by doing the right thing. It's not, you don't have to run a 5K, you know? It's just really understanding that, like, look we got ourselves in this situation, you know, now we got to figure out how we're going to climb out, right? We put ourselves in the mud, you know what I mean? We got ourselves stuck in here. So what's a game plan? How are we going to execute it? And let's stay consistent on it. And then over time, you're going to start noticing that, you know, a little bit of more weight comes off your shoulder. And that's like actual physical weight, but also weight, like that metaphorical weight off your shoulders too will come off. You mean, last just, you know, someone sent me a text today of how good he feels. He and she have two different people. Their room's clean, office is clean, garage is clean. And now they get to start the week off prepared,
That's the
ready
best
to
feeling.
go. Right, waking up to a clean house. A clean house is a clean mental, right? A disturbed house is a disturbed mental, right? When you wake up and the first thing you see is crap on the floor, right? When you go brush your teeth and you see stuff on the mirror and your dirty clothes on the floor and trash you're supposed
Stepping
to throw
over
out,
stuff.
stepping over trash to throw over trash, like all that stuff plays a game. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have a PTSD of when I was a kid, and my mom used to wash clothes and not put them away. So now it's like I cannot see clothes not put away. I have like a PTSD because my mom would never love you, mom. She would never put away clothes. She would wash. We would go to the washing place for 5 hours, which you guys know as kids, that was the most miserable thing to do.
But the snacks, though.
Yeah, true. But for 5 hours being there, I was trying to play PlayStation or something, you know? And then we go there and then we take 10 trips back and forth because it was me, my sister, my brother, and my mom. And then on top of that, the clothes didn't get put away. And think about it, like kind of just think about it now. Call my mom out. I love you to death, mom. Right? But she wouldn't wash the clothes. And then the next day we had to wake up, get to school. We had to go through all the bags, all the things of clothes to find clothes for me, my sister, and ourselves.
So it
and then
took
we ended up
longer to
being
get
late to get to
ready.
school because of one thing. So if we would have did it the right way, then probably would not have been late. She did the best she could do. I love my mom. I'm just saying, sorry.
It's an example.
It's going to be in my book. So you might as well start hearing it now, lady. but no, it's really like I have a PTSD, but guess what? I got to, instead of using that story I just shared with you of what my mom would do and something I just couldn't stand, instead of, oh, I get it from my mom. No, I changed it. You come to
My
my
mom
house.
didn't show me how to put
Francine
clothes away.
tried it. Yeah, my mom didn't show me up. No, I learned how to put clothes away. I learned that when the clothes get, and Francine, you learned too when you
Yeah.
you put it on the bed for like, I was like, no. I started folding clothes and you looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, no, this ain't gonna stay like this. So
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
first couple
have to
months
do
living
it.
together, it was
Yeah,
a
I was like,
pile.
I'm gonna have to do it because like I can't do this. If clothes get washed, they have to get put away that day.
And I would wash towels with regular
Towels
clothes,
with
white
regular-
clothes.
oh my gosh.
Black clothes, all of it. And one huge, the $7.
$7 freaking
washing
oh
machine?
my God, ruining my shirts. You know how
Yeah, I was
expensive
like,
those
it
things
all
were?
goes in there.
Yeah, but guess what though? That's a sign of laziness.
Yeah.
Because that's not even something I don't think your
And
mom
I was
did
thinking,
that.
I'm time efficient.
Yeah. I'm working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, no, my mom was. She
Your
used
mom
to
was not
actually,
like that.
Steam the clothes and iron it. And
Yeah,
everything.
that's a lazy habit we pick up because I'm just gonna wash everything at once because I got things to do. Like, you know what I mean? So we instead of taking that stuff and using it as a crutch, we took it. We learned what to do and what not to do, and then we fixed it for our life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So then that's a habit we've set, a standard we set for ourselves in a relationship.
Yeah, the max I've gone is one day of not putting laundry
And that's
away.
because you were sick.
Yeah.
Never again. You won't get sick again. No, I'm just kidding. But it happens, you know.
will
And these
ensure
are
it.
all habits we built, you know, and just sharing these stories and stuff like that because you're not the only one going through stuff, right? This stuff is difficult, right? But get out there and really just focus on winning, right? Really just focus on winning. And every
And also
single
what's in your control, because if something that's a problem is not within your control, then
now it's a waste of your time.
it's a waste of your time. But if something is in your control, then it is your responsibility to make it work.
When you see a problem, it's now your obligation to fix it. So get out there and fix it. Get out there and become better. I think this is going up on Monday, so happy Monday. This is going up before the Pito's #1 in James, right?
I think
Because
so.
because I'm leaving out of town. So happy Monday. Get out there, win. If we brought value to you, don't forget to like and share, comment,
And
subscribe.
Brianna, we'll see you.
And Brianna, we'll
next
see you.
weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you in
Well,
a couple
actually, this
days.
weekend,
We'll see you in a couple days. All right. Get out there and win. I'll talk to everyone soon. This is Andy Lopez from Modified Life Podcast. We got my co-host Modified Frankie. I'll see you guys in the next.